take everyone now live to Vancouver, where the owner of the Canucks, Francesco Aquilini, is speaking about the future of the team. And also I see Trevor Linden is there, the new president of the team. We expect to hear from him as well. Let's listen in for a bit.
And at the conclusion of the formal press conference, Trevor Linden will be made available for one-on-one interviews. It's my pleasure to introduce the chairman of the Vancouver Canucks, Francesco Aquilini, and the president of hockey operations, Trevor Linden. Mr. Aquilini.
Good morning. Thank you for joining us today. We've made a very exciting announcement this morning, and I'm thrilled to be here with Trevor. Before we begin, I would once again like to thank Mike Gillis for his years of hard work and contribution to our organization. On behalf of my entire family, we wish him, Diane, and their family the very best in the future. Wow, what a day. I'm thrilled to officially announce Trevor Linden back where he belongs as president of hockey operations. Trevor, congratulations.
Thank you. It's good to be back. Thank you.
We believe that the best days for the Canucks are ahead of us. Our goal is nothing less than to bring the Stanley Cup to Vancouver. We believe in Trevor. We believe he is the perfect person to lead this hockey club, and we're confident in his ability as a leader. He has our full trust and confidence. Trevor has proven over 25 years in our community that he's committed to this organization. We all remember 1994, his last game, and the leadership he showed through his role as NHLPA president. He has provided many memorable moments, and we're excited to work together to deliver even more. This is truly an exciting day for our fans, this organization, and my entire family. Welcome back, Trevor. Thank you.
Thanks, Francesco. Good morning, everyone. I'd first like to thank Francesco and his entire family for their belief in me and for giving me this opportunity to lead this team that I've always cared so much about. When you speak to Mr. and Mrs. Aquilini, Roberto and Paulo, you can feel their shared passion for the Canucks and our community. I'd like to thank my wife, Christina, my family, my very close friends, and my business partner, Chuck Lawson, that have supported me and encouraged me to take this great opportunity. Today is a real honor. I came to Vancouver 26 years ago, and I've never left. I love this city. It is my home, and the Canucks have always been a big part of my family. I always believed that I'd once again work in this great game. The game that I've loved and have felt it's such a privilege to be a part of. I was not sure when or in what capacity, but it always remained a goal of mine. When this opportunity to be president of hockey operations was presented to me, I gave it great thought, and I simply could not pass it up. Through my 20 years as a player, 15 years with the NHLPA, and my more recent work in growing and leading a private business, I believe I'm ready for this challenge. I'm young, I'm passionate about this team, and I want to win, just like the Canuck fans do. I believe in this team and this organization. The foundation of this organization must and always remain committed to excellence on and off the ice. I'm looking forward to getting started, getting to know everyone in the organization and working together to deliver a championship caliber team to this great city. Once again, thank you to the Aquilini family, this entire organization for their support. I can't wait to get started.
This time we'll open it up to questions. And again, I do ask that you please raise your hand and wait for the microphone. Go ahead, Carrie.
Is that waiting enough there?
That's good. Close enough, yeah.
Trevor, it was well reported yesterday when you were on Global that you said this wasn't going to be your job yesterday. So what happened in the interim, and how long has this been percolating? And I have the same question for Mr. Aquilini as well.
Yeah. to be honest, nothing happened. I called Steve this morning and apologized for being put in a situation that was very uncomfortable. I had a good conversation with him and apologized to him and Samantha. It was an impossible situation to be in, and out of respect for the process and certainly Mike and his family, I had to do what I did, yeah.
And so how long has this been in the works? Have you been talking with the Canucks about taking over this position?
You know, I've known the Aquilini family for many, many years, even before they owned the team. I played for them. Francesco and I would speak many times about business, development, hockey. You know, I think coming back to the organization was always, you know, somewhat talked about. I think it was just very recently that things really went to the next level, and here we are today.
Mr. O'Connor, same question.
The question, what was the question again?
When did you start talking to Trevor about a role with the Canucks?
You know, like Trevor was saying, I've known Trevor for a long time. You know, he's always been involved with the Canucks. We've had discussions over the years. You know what his interests are, and you know, it just a little while ago we just decided to kind of move it along further. And when I presented the opportunity to Trevor, he was excited about it, and here we are. You know.
Is there going to be a decision on general manager soon, or how do you see that process playing?
Yeah, I mean, that's a process that I have to kind of thoroughly evaluate. It's already begun, but we will do a general manager search from within and from outside of our organization.
I want to ask both of you about autonomy. Just how important is it to you, Trevor, that you get to make all the decisions and get that final decision-making power? And Francesco, are you prepared to give that to him?
Yes, Trevor will make all the decisions on hockey-related personnel, coaches, players, free agents, whatever's. Trevor will be in charge of all hockey operations and make all the decisions.
I think I've had great conversations with Francesco and with his family, and they've given me full control to make the right decisions and full autonomy. Obviously, in any sports organization situation, a good working relationship with ownership is important. I intend to spend a lot of time working with them and having them fully understand the decisions we make and why, but ultimately I'm very comfortable with the autonomy that I have.
Trevor, I know you've been away from hockey for a few years since your retirement. Was the timing just right to get back into the game for you?
I left the game 6 years ago and wasn't sure what the future would hold, and I've enjoyed my time away from the game. Having said that, you don't play 20 years in the National Hockey League and spend your whole life in hockey and not have it in your DNA. So I always kind of thought I'd be back. I never wanted to work for another organization. I'm a sports fan. I love this team. I follow the team closely. And this organization, or this opportunity at my age, I'm 43, is a great challenge, and I'm just really excited about this opportunity in the future.
Trevor, just observing the team this year, it's been a tough year. The brand has been damaged. As a fan, as you say you have been, did that hurt? And that's the reason why you want to kind of come back and help a franchise?
I think anytime a team doesn't succeed or misses the playoffs, people aren't happy, fans aren't happy, players aren't happy, and so my decision was more based on that at this time of my life, this is a great opportunity and a great challenge, and to be back in a game that it's been such a big part of my life and my family. This organization has been such a big part of my life that it was just the right thing. It really felt right.
Trevor, you have a coach under contract, and a general manager usually hires his coach. How involved do you plan to be in that process of assessing the team's style of play, John Tortorella, and then moving forward?
That's obviously the timing of this allows me to fully evaluate the coaching staff. I met John this morning for the first time, so I come into it with a fresh set of eyes. Obviously, I understand the challenges with coaching. I've been a player for 20 years. I look forward to sitting down with the players after the season and fully understanding the ins and outs of their issues and their season. But those decisions will be made down the road. Obviously, critical path is assessing a general manager and look at the structure of our hockey operations, and whether it be on the pro side or the amateur side, all those decisions have to be evaluated, and any sort of coaching decision will be made in due time after thorough evaluation.
Jeff Patterson.
Question for each of you. Francesco, can you just maybe outline the new corporate structure then? Mike had the title of president. Trevor's got president of hockey operations. Is there still room for a president or a CEO to look at the business side, the corporate side? And Trevor, on the business question, I mean, obviously you've done a job outside of hockey here to build your business. Where do you go with those? Do you step aside? How does it move forward from there?
So to answer your question, Trevor's the president of hockey operations, so which is really the core business, and Victor runs the business side, and they'll be working together in tandem to operate the business.
Yeah, I am thrilled to work with Victor. He's done an amazing job on the business side, and I hope to assist him where I can, but my core responsibility is going to be on the hockey side. And as far as your question, just on my other businesses, I've got a great partner who is going to continue on there, and he's done a great job. And I am 100% committed to what I am doing here today, and it's more than a full-time job right now. So I look forward to getting started, and my full attention will be here.
Trevor, I'm wondering on a personal level if you can sort of talk about the emotions and whether they're the same or different, like being an 18-year-old kid from Medicine Hat, getting drafted by this team, and you know, 25 or 26 years later being here. What's it like?
I actually made a phone call just before I came out here, and it was to Pat Quinn, and a nice talk with Pat. And it's interesting because I think he was probably the same age when he came to Vancouver in '87 that I am today, roughly. So, you know, it's a new career path. It's a new life, if you will. Certainly, lots of challenges. I've got a lot to learn. I've always been someone who's loved to learn. I think I have the ability to learn quickly and make the right call, and I trust my judgment. So I was obviously through the process. It's you know, balancing things out. But after the decision was made, I've been super excited. I'm really excited about this opportunity, and look forward to it.
Just one other quick follow-up question. You've played with some of these guys. Does that make it any more difficult to make what ultimately might be tough decisions?
You know, I have a great deal of respect for the guys I played with, well, all the guys in that room, but certainly the guys I played with, and we will have to, like I said, assess the best path for this organization. And you know, I think my 6 years away, I was a fan and kept in touch and watched the game, but I was away. I wasn't around much, so a bit of a separation there. But like I said, I have a great deal of respect for those guys, and we'll do what we have to do to make this a winning organization.
43-year-old Trevor Linden obviously thrilled to be the new president of hockey operations for the Vancouver Canucks, but Linden facing big expectations. Owner Francesco Aquilini saying they expect nothing less than to bring the cup home to Vancouver. Linden saying that's okay. He's young, passionate, and he wants to win. Linden replacing Mike Gillis.